Hey everybody, how is everyone tonight? Hi Shannon. Hi Diana. Hi Aurora. Can you all hear me okay? I'm trying some new sound stuff, and some new lighting, so you all, once again, are my guinea pigs for the night. Oh good, 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 good. I'm glad to hear that. Is everyone ready for Thanksgiving tomorrow? I'm not. Oh, thank you, thank you. Um, what I did was I got rid of external speakers and then I'm using earbuds, and that is, I think, going to cut out the echo and everything. You ready to eat the whole bird, right? Hi Angie. No, what? Oh no, you're not ready. Yeah. We had a last very 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 last minute change of plans. We were supposed to have people here tomorrow, and it was just going to be crazy because they were going to have to, they might get to stay for an hour and then have to leave and blah blah blah. So we decided to punt, and we are actually going to, with my kids, have Thanksgiving on Sunday with my kids and my dad. And then tomorrow we're going to go to my sister-in-law's, and that makes me very happy. Yay! I think the earbuds help Shannon. I really do, because I no longer have external speakers. So I think what was happening was had the external speakers going, and that was causing the feedback and all of that. So yay, I figured something out all on my own. Oh, so did anybody write this week? Anyone? 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 I did. Who else wrote? Who else wrote? Who else? Oh, that's good, Diana. You do more stuff. Good. Aurora did a lot of editing. So, y'all know I'm dealing with this whole ADHD thing, right? New medicines and all of that stuff. Well, I think the new meds finally kicked in yesterday. And I woke up for the first time in a very long time, and I didn't hurt anywhere. I'm like, wait a minute, this is new. I didn't have to brace myself and roll myself out of bed. I didn't have to hang in the sink to, use the facilities. And I just felt amazing for the first time in a very long time. And it wasn't like, euphoria, manic, amazing. It was just like normal amazing, if that makes any sense at all. And so I sat down and I wrote over 4,000 words. And it was just amazing. It really was. And I sprinted with a couple of friends, and that was awesome. Um, uh, I can show you sometime how to do eyes, Diana. Start light, go dark, and don't be afraid to go too dark. Um, yeah, I used to do pencil portraits of people. But anyway, yeah, over 4,000 yesterday. Um, Today was just it was just run, 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 run. My daughter had a doctor's appointment. Kids are out of school, so I took her to keep the kids entertained, and we had so much fun. Then we did a Walmart run, which was insanely busy. And then I took the kids out to lunch to our favorite restaurant. Um, Ran some other errands, took everybody home. I came home and I took a nap because I was exhausted. Don't forget to hit like and share if you could. did you stuff the grandbabies with sugar before you sent them home? No, because I had their mother with me. Oh, I do that frequently, Diana. I do. But their mother was there, so. And they're not. Honestly, if you gave them choice between, grapes and apples, and a piece of candy, they would take the grapes and the apples. They do love their fruits and their fresh vegetables. Oh, my stars. You could put broccoli and cauliflower and green peppers and pickles in front of these kids and they go to town. So, anyway. That might be why you're never asked to babysit anymore. It could be it. It could be it. So anyway, so tonight, if you could hit like and share and subscribe and do all the YouTube stuff, that would be awesome. Tonight we're going to talk about PAs, personal assistants. They can be phenomenal. I've had great experiences and I've had bad experiences. So when do you hire yourself a personal assistant? You only hire your personal assistant when you can afford to pay for them out of your business account. If you are not making enough money to pay yourself and someone else, do not worry about a personal assistant or a virtual assistant. Okay? Just don't. You're not there yet. When you get there, this information is going to be very, very helpful. Shannon, I love you. Anyway, I'm glad you're here tonight, Shannon. Shannon's my producer, and she's just awesome, and I absolutely adore her. So, anyway, personal assistants. Do not hire one until you can pay for them out of your business account, okay? I do recommend you get a separate, no matter how many books you're selling, whether you're only selling 2 a month or 2,000 a month or 20,000 a month, get a separate account. That's going to help you immensely at the end of the year when it comes time for tax season. And you don't have to do a separate checking account. You can just start off with a savings account, okay? Great question, Diane. We're getting there. A personal assistant. They can do all those things you hate doing, right? They can put a good one, a good personal assistant will help you take care of your newsletter. They can post to social media for you. They can run your Facebook reader groups. Yes, all your social media. Good ones know how to do that. They can help run contests. They can help keep track of your beta readers. Pretty much anything you want them to do that you don't like doing, they can do for you. Now, I strongly encourage you to do all these things yourself in the beginning of your career, right? So that you know how to do it, you know what works, what doesn't. And then once you get to the point where you're making enough money in your business selling your books, then you can hire someone. And the reason you want to know how to do it, you want to know, the proper ways, the good ways, the right ways, then you will know if the person you have hired to be your personal assistant, your PA, you'll know if they're doing it correctly or not. You should not hire someone, and this I've learned from personal experience, and then pay them $10 or $15 an hour. This was, 8 years ago, and them not know what the hell they're doing, and you have to train them, and you spend all day, 4 or 5 days a week, trying to train them to do the things that you want them to do. Okay? Just my 2 cents. Personal assistants, I have a couple. Well, I have one personal assistant. Her name is Amy, and she's awesome. She takes care of my newsletter for me. She does all my copyrights for me, and I hate doing copyrights. Oh, Lord. Oh, I would rather chew pebbles. I I just don't like doing it. The process is just mind-numbingly boring for me, and I always screw it up. So Amy knows how to do it. She takes care of that for me. She takes care of all my copyrights, which have not been very many lately. But that's about to change because Mama's back and Mama's on fire. Anyway, I digress. I'm looking for a cough drop hanger. They're in my other desk. Anyway, she knows her stuff. She knows how to take care of my newsletter. I always write the introduction. She has all my links. She has all my covers. She has access to my newsletter platform that I use, and that is what we're going to be discussing next week, is newsletters and how to build your list the right way, the honest way, the proper way, and the best way. Okay? But tonight we're just talking about personal assistants. So, personal assistants could just be absolutely phenomenal, especially when they know what they're doing. Okay? So, for the newbies here, learn this stuff yourself first so that when you go to hire someone, you can ask them specific questions. Well, how would you do this and how would you do that? And if they don't have good, solid, intelligent, thoughtful answers for you, they are not a PA. They're just pretending. Okay? So that's one of the best ways to know. If you know how it works, how it's supposed to work, what needs to be done, then you have the information you need to make the most intelligent questions that you can for the person you're considering hiring. Oh, okay, Diana. Yeah, you're gonna wanna join us next week and tell all your author friends. Okay. Make sure you wash your hands afterwards, Shannon. Anyway, so personal assistants can be phenomenal. But you all really need to learn, again, how to do this yourself. So my recommendation, learn how Instagram works. Just play with it. You're not going to get 10,000 followers in your first day, right? But you can build, okay? You can build from the ground up. Now, Instagram. Don't make it all just about your books. This goes for all social media platforms. Yeah. All social media platforms. Do not make it only about your books. Share little pieces of yourself that you are willing to share, that you're comfortable sharing. Okay. If you garden, share your gardening tips and advice, right? So sorry. I'm okay, honestly. I just suddenly have a dry throat and I don't know why. And if I'm getting sick, I will not be a happy camper. Ignore my bad hairdo. I'm having a bad hair day. Of course, taking the nap didn't help. Anyway, social media platforms, I don't care which one it is. Do not make it all just about your books. For every one book thing you share, whether that's your word count for the day, your cover, your release date, that type of thing, you should be releasing bare minimum 5 other things that are non-book related. Okay? I have a video I shared on Instagram the other day about a library with the secret passage. It is just going through the roof statistic-wise. Okay? It's sort of book related, but it's not about my books. It's about a beautiful library with a secret passage, right? So if you garden, share gardening tips, share pictures of your plants. If you cook, if you love to cook, share that. Share your favorite recipes. Post some pictures of yourself, decorating a cake or whatever, if you like to bake, or your favorite cookie recipe or whatever. Share those things that really truly do interest you. Share them with the public. That was an awesome vid. What was, Angie? What did I miss? That was an awesome vid. I don't know what you're talking about, dear. Anyway, don't be afraid to share bits and pieces of yourself. And we're going to go more in depth in this next week about your newsletter. Okay. But you want to share stuff that is not. Oh, the library video. Oh, thank you. Yes, that's what it was. That was an awesome video, man. I want that library. I've got to show it to Mr. Highlander. I gotta wait till he's in a really good mood and then share it with him and say, hey, can we add like a second story to my office? I can hear him now. Nope. My building days are over. I'm retired. So, but yeah, would you love to have a house that's big enough to have a library like that? I mean, holy boiling potatoes, Batman. That would just be amazing. Anyway, so learn how to do these things yourself. What's her name? Alexandra Torre. She has, an elevator, right? Yeah, I wouldn't mind one of those, Aurora. A glass elevator. That would be fun. That would be fun. A glass elevator inside a library. That I could do. I would just sit there. I would get my chair and my coffee and just ride up and down the elevator, the glass elevator, all day long. No. Anyway, personal assistants. Learn how to do this stuff on your own. Learn how the stuff works. It's important for you. Right now I'm speaking to those new authors who are just starting out. You might have 100 followers, you might have 1,000 followers, whatever. But this is all important things that you need to know before you hire a personal assistant. Now, for those of you who are more advanced in your career, you're making money, you're writing books. Oh, Shannon, you are gross. Okay. So you need to pay your assistant, I'm saying at least $20 an hour. Okay. Now they might only work 15 minutes a week on your newsletter. So you would pay them the $20. Okay. Because 9 times out of 10, that 15 minutes is really 30. Okay. So what I'm saying is don't be such a penny pincher. Okay. If they do something for you, you pay them. A personal assistant should be knowledgeable. Again, going back to why you need to know how all this stuff works so that you can hire the right person, right? I know of authors who have full-time personal assistants. They, one of them gets paid $45,000 a year plus health insurance and a 401k. Okay, so there are all sorts of different PAs out there. You can have a PA who only does your newsletter. If that's the one thing you hate, let them do it. If you hate, doing social media, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, have them do it, right? Have them do it. Pay that $20 to have them take care of that stuff for you. So that is off your plate and you can focus on writing, which is what we all really want to do, right? We just want to write. If you, like me, hate doing copyrights, you wonder, it's hard work, Diana. You got to know your stuff. You've got to know how all social media platforms work because they are all different. You've got to know how to read statistics. You've got to be able to beta test, split test different posts, different ads. You've got to know how to balance a checkbook. I mean, it's intense. Someone who gets the $45,000 a year plus bennies, that person works bare minimum. Well, got to work 40 hours a week. That's all there is to it. I'm going to have a mint because I can't find my cough drops. Anyway, there are different levels, different things you can hire a personal assistant to do. You hire them to do those things you just hate doing, that you dread doing. The things you love to do, keep for yourself. Okay? If you love doing newsletters, do your newsletters. If you love doing social media, do your social media. Okay? If you love doing copyrights, do your copyrights. Continue to do those things that you love, but those things that you're not real thrilled about doing, hire them to do it for you. Yes, $20 an hour is fair. And I hired a professional PA this time, and she knows her stuff. Author 401 or Author 411, something like that. Amy is her name. Anyway, she's phenomenal. She takes care of that stuff that I hate to do. Oh, Diana says she used to do social media for the relay community during the season, but I hated it. Now I have a hate-love relationship with social media. Exactly. But social media is important. You do not have to master every single platform out there. You choose the one that you like to use the most. I'm a huge Instagram fan. I love Instagram. Absolutely love, love, love Instagram. I love YouTube. I love doing this. I'm sorry. I hope that didn't make a loud noise when I hit my microphone. I love doing this one-on-one with all of you. This brings me joy. I love Instagram. I'm learning how Instagram works. I have access to a lot of stuff now because I've got like almost 10,000 followers. I had a couple of videos that went viral. Well, actually, a couple of pictures that went viral. It was the weirdest damn thing. So that's why I do those things, and then I have Amy do the other things. But pick the one social media platform that you do like using and learn how to do that. You don't have to buy ads yet, but you can learn how to do ads. Okay? Ads are very important. I hate screwing around with ads at Facebook. I don't even do ads at Facebook anymore. Lots of reasons why. I would rather eat glass. I just hate doing Facebook ads. Instagram ads, easiest thing in the world to do. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Like the learning curve is so small. I actually have a Instagram rep that I can reach out to if I have questions. She's just phenomenal, and I haven't had to reach out to her lately. But she actually... I'm so sorry about those mint, but I needed it. She's the one who actually sat down during a Zoom call and taught me how to do the ads. So it was awesome. I don't like doing the Instagram ads via Facebook. Made a business. I hate that. I would just rather do it on my phone. Of all the things that I do on my phone, Instagram is the one thing that I'm comfortable with doing on my phone. Other stuff, I've got to be on my computer. It's just really weird. Learn Canva. Learn Canva. Canva, you can now schedule. I just learned this yesterday or today. That you can schedule social media posts through Canva. This has probably been something they've offered for 10 years, and I'm just now learning about it. Because we all know I need to get out more, right? But I would strongly encourage you, again, learn how to do those things. Learn them. When you get to a point in your career when you can afford to hire a personal assistant, get recommendations first from other authors who use them. References. You definitely want references. Yeah, it's, hang on. I put the link to Canva in here. I encourage you to use Chrome for Canva. It just works better. Not a Chrome lover, but I do have to use it for certain things like this. But I love Canva. You can make little graphics. To just share on your social media posts. What's really nice is that with Canva, they have templates for you to use. Like you can choose, I want to do an Instagram post. I want the square post. Or I want to do an Instagram video. Or I want to do Facebook. Or I want to do, whatever. You can pick them. And you download them. Canva does have a free version. I have the paid version. Because of the amount of stuff that I do in Canva. Like this thing you see around my screen right now, the Happy Thanksgiving, that was all done in Canva. my little video at the beginning of the show, that was all done in Canva. Well, do what you can afford. Free, trust me, in the beginning of my career, if it was free, it was for me. Okay? I did free version everything. Free versions of everything. And that is perfectly acceptable. Because you can learn, right? You can learn how to use those apps, even on the free version. And then once you master that, I'm not replacing you, Shannon. I'm sorry, honey. I just know you're under construction. And I've been learning all this stuff and I've been having fun with it. But no, anytime you want to make graphics for me, just make them and send them over. I'm happy with that. Anyway, I digress again. Learn how to use these things on the free versions and just master them. And you do not have to master every single app, platform, whatever out there. Pick the one that you really like. I know you're teasing me, honey. Pick the one that you really like and just learn it that way. Okay? And again, the reason I'm telling you all of this stuff is so that when it comes time for you to hire your personal assistant, you can ask the right questions to make sure that you're hiring the right personal assistant. Now, you can have a part-time assistant, one who only does 1 or 2 things for you a week or a month, or you can hire a full-time assistant. But you are not going to hire a full-time assistant until, Shannon, stop it, until you are making enough money to pay yourself and a personal assistant. Okay? You gotta sell a lot of books. So the first thing you gotta do is sell your books. You've got to write the books because you cannot publish blank pages. You can't edit blank pages, right? Unless you're doing journals. But then you're just separating the fly shit from the pepper. But anyway, PAs are wonderful. I love mine. I absolutely love her. She's just phenomenal. She just really is. She knows her stuff. And you can hire her to do just one thing, right? But for now, learn how to do all this other stuff yourself. What questions do you guys have right now? Where do you find a PA? Angie, that is an excellent question. Ask other authors for references. Okay? Just go on Facebook or Instagram or whatever social media platform you like. I recommend Facebook for questions like that. You could do Instagram, that's fine. But ask other authors, just a general, hey, who do you use? Who can you recommend? And then you go from there. It can be difficult to find a really good personal assistant or a virtual. Some people call them VAs, which is virtual assistant, because you don't really meet them in person. Unless you luck out and they live nearby and you can have lunch once a week. I wish Amy lived nearby. I'd have lunch with her once a week because I just adore her. Of course, Shannon's only an hour away, and I still haven't gotten down to have lunch with her. It's just been a rough few months. It really has. But I feel like I'm coming out of that dark hole that I was in, and I'm just like, I'm sitting here wishing I was sitting at my laptop writing right now. I'm working on Orabilis, and I love her. So it's just, it was a total restart yesterday. Scratched everything and just started all over again. So, and that's okay to do. Yes, it has been tough. Shannon knows. Oh, thank you, Aurora. You are so sweet. I feel like I've been through the ringer today, though. I'm trying a new foundation. I should have brought it with me. Oh, I got it at CVS, and it's L'Oreal, I believe. L'Oreal's foundation. I'll have it next week. I'll show you. But thank you. I appreciate it. But again, we're getting off track. But have you noticed that I'm better tonight at staying on track, on topic? What other questions do you guys have about personal assistants? Or anything else? Except newsletters. We're going to discuss the newsletters next week. You're so sweet. You guys. Anyway, personal assistants can really be a time saver, and that's Just make that a goal of yours for next year, right? Oh, we still wanted to talk about, we wanted to do a goal setting, right? Shannon, can you remind me of that, honey? That we want to do a Zoom meeting to talk about goals. Like send me an email saying, hey, Susan, don't forget you want to do a Zoom meeting some night to talk about goals for 2023. So, but I know I'm going to put out if I continue on as I'm feeling today, the last couple of days, I'm going to be putting out a hell of a lot more books next year. I just really am. I can feel it in my bones. But I hope the universe doesn't come back and say, ha! You're not as awesome as you think you are. You'll put out a half a chapter next year. The universe sometimes does that. So, tui. Anti-jinxing. Thank you, Shannon. You're awesome. Not related, but I have a book cover question. Do you list your cover artist in the credits or the thanks section? How does that work? I put that in the copyright page. Copyright, the title of the book by Susan Tisdale, blah, blah, blah. Cover art by insert name of cover artist or their company. I use Dar Albert. The name of her company is Wicked Smart Designs. And she's just phenomenal. So that goes in there. And if you want to do a credit section, you can. I don't really do that anymore. Yeah, the universe can be an asshole. That's right. But I do always do a dedication page. So I've dedicated books to my mom, my dad, my family, my editor, lots of different people, friends, family. Yeah. Did that answer your question, Angie? I think a little bit of a delay. Oh. So what's everybody's favorite thing to eat on Thanksgiving? Mine is green bean casserole and mashed potatoes. That's all I want. You don't even have to have turkey. Just make me the green bean casserole and the mashed potatoes, and I'm a happy camper. Oh, good. Thank you, Angie. I'm glad I could help with that. Yeah, any questions you have? It's kind of a free form. We're kind of free forming it tonight simply because it is the night before Thanksgiving. People are busy. Most people are prepping for tomorrow. I'm just taking some pies to my sister-in-law's. I'm making you choose. I mean, you can choose more than one thing. I just have that's my favorite. Oh, green bean casserole. God, I love green bean casserole. Hang on a second. I want to show you something. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay. It's back. Okay. This is how much I love green bean casserole. This is 1.5 pound bag of the crispy onions. I love this stuff. So that's how much green bean casserole I make at Thanksgiving. I have been known to get one of those throwaway roasting pans at the grocery store, the big ones that you would probably roast a turkey in. Just it's nothing but green bean casserole. It's like, okay, here's my 3/4 of the pan. The rest of you can split up the quarter that's left. Well, I just use cream of mushroom soup. I don't put real mushrooms in it. Oh, buffet. Yes. I love all the random stuff. Now, my sister-in-law, Val, she makes this pretzel dessert. It's like pretzels, crushed pretzels, cream cheese, and Jell-O. Oh, my God. I don't know what she does to it. She's given me the recipe. I cannot duplicate it. But it is amazing. It is just the best stuff. And that's okay, Shannon. Not everybody eats mushrooms. My daughter Emily can't stand mushrooms. And when I make a big salad, I don't even stop to think, do not put mushrooms in it for Emily. Right? Like if they're coming over for Sunday dinner, and she's okay, she just picks them out, puts them off to the side, and I'm like, give those to Mama. Come on, those are my mushrooms. I love mushrooms. I do. They're really the only vegetable I don't like is beets. I just don't like beets. Anyway, what other questions do we have? Yeah, well, I don't know, Diana. I don't know. But that's totally possible. I can't wait to see her tomorrow and hug her. So, I can't wait to see everybody tomorrow. It's like the first post... I hate saying the word, the C word. The first post C word event. And I'm just really super happy, so... Oh, wow. Okay, Shannon, I understand. I love spinach. I do not like canned spinach, but I love fresh spinach in my salad. Love it. Okay, Angie, I won't feel bad then. But I will call Val at Christmas time and say, my favorite sister-in-law, what are you bringing Christmas Day? As long as I have hot ham salad, she will bring the... I don't even know what it's called. I just call it pretzels. The pretzel cream cheese jello dessert. I don't know what it's called. Yes, pandemic. I like that word better. Thank you, Diana. The first post-pandemic event. And I'm very happy. And Christmas Day, we're going to have everybody here. Who keeps messaging me? Oh, sorry. It's just people are liking my reel. The library reel. And all day long, my phone has just been zzz, zzz, zzz. I need to learn how to... Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll put it on Do Not Disturb. It is on Do Not Disturb. I don't know what that's about. But anyway. Mushrooms and butterflies are your kryptonite. Okay, that's fine. I get it. I will never serve you mushrooms. Anyway, what other questions about personal assistance do you have? Or do we just want to move on to food? I love food, as you can tell. Oh, you get that kind of reaction with coconut? I love coconut. Coconut cream pie. Oh, coconut cream cake. My two favorite pies are coconut cream pie. My favorite pie, coconut cream pie. I just love it. And I love coconut cream cake. I know, I love coconut. Mounds bars? I do. I love coconut. And yes, I'm the one who likes to get the coconut in the candy box. I do. I really like maple. There's really not a whole lot. I won't do organs. Like kidneys or liver and onions. 7-layer cookie bars. Yes, those are good. That's okay. That's okay. Everybody's got their thing. Everybody's got their thing. I can't stir things with a knife. Long story. Growing up, I was in the kitchen, which was a rarity because you didn't go in my mother's kitchen. She was not the kind of mom who taught you how to cook. So when I got married the first time, I could barely boil water, and I'm not kidding. But I was making something, and I was stirring something up with a knife, and she smacked me upside. It was hard. It was worse than a Gibbs smack. What are you doing? What? What am I doing wrong? You're stirring that with a knife. Yeah? Don't you know that's bad luck? No, I didn't. Never let me see you do that again. Yes, ma'am. So to this day, I still can't stir stuff with knives because I'm so afraid Mom's going to come down from heaven and just smack me. I know. Weird. Weird. And don't forget to email me with ideas you might have for future shows, because that helps me. But next week is just going to be phenomenal. All about newsletters. We may go over the hour, so I may start it early. We'll see, because there's a lot to take in. So make sure you have your notebooks ready next week. because it's going to be jam-packed full of information. Okay? Oh. Nose is starting to run. Time for Zyrtec. Anyway, just what is everybody doing? Just everybody having a good week? I mean, it's Wednesday. So far, so good. Does everybody here have tomorrow off? Because not everybody gets Thanksgiving off. Oh, I did that once, Angie. The smell. Ooh. I did mine with a screwdriver. It was an old refrigerator. Yeah. Yep. I think we all have things from childhood. Childhood traumas. Or semi-traumas. Or just quirky memories, weird memories. So does anybody have a goal for what they want to get done writing-wise between now and January 1? I'm really interested. Have you set your goals? Have you thought about your goals for the rest of the year? You can share them here or not. That's totally up to you. Oh, Diana got a cheesecake on her brother's birthday yesterday, and tomorrow is Turkey Day, and Santa comes to town. I'm looking forward to the parade. Yay, you! And happy birthday to your brother. Long week, good week, ready for a down day I want to decorate for. Ah, okay. My sister-in-law, I have lots of sisters-in-law. Sister-in-law, Susie. She's Jean Susie. I'm Kevin Susie. There's so many Susans in the family, it's not even funny. But I'm the only one who spells it with a Z. Anyway, I think she puts her Christmas tree up like November 1. She loves Christmas. Okay. Just practice, Diana. That's the only way that you can do it is just by picking up the pen or the pencil. Get yourself a legal pad, notepad, whatever. Write it on your computer, whatever you want to do. Just jot those ideas down. Don't be afraid to do that. Angie says she'd like to finish up a novella before year's end. It's totally doable. How far into the book are you, Angie? How many words have you got down so far? That's one of the reasons I love Scrivener. We did a Scrivener one night, didn't we? A Scrivener tutorial. I like how it calculates daily word count to the day of deadline. That makes me happy. But figure out how many words, and don't be afraid, you've got to take days off for Sunday with the family. You don't have to write on Sunday, unless that's your only day. Be honest with your calendar on the days that you are available to write. If you have a dentist appointment, make sure that, on Wednesday the 27th, or whatever, on Wednesday at 2 o'clock, dentist appointment, so block a couple hours out for that, depending on what kind of dental work you're having done. You don't think we finished it? Okay, we'll go back to Scrivener and to Vellum. I want to do a Vellum demonstration one night. But be honest with your schedule, with your time. When I first started, I was getting up at 3:30 every morning to write because I had a day job. I was selling insurance. 3:30 every day, 7 days a week. And that was just to write a book for my mom. Rose says I need to stop procrastinating to really push to get a story published. I've been writing for what seems like forever and haven't published yet. I know some reasons why I'm holding back, but still. Okay? Once you figure out what those reasons are, do a deep dive into that. Why am I doing this? And if you know why, question why. Why is the why that? Okay? Why is this one thing or these groups of things holding me back? What is that is holding you back? Don't be afraid to dissect it and take it apart and really truly look at it. Right? Oh, I hate those, Diana. I hate colonoscopy preps. But yeah, just don't be afraid to examine yourself and what's holding you back. I've known for months what's holding me back. Well, I thought I did, and then realized what it actually was you have adult ADHD. I do what? Huh? Are you sure? Me? Oh yeah, big time. Which, in turn, because you can't get your life organized, it will cause depression and anxiety. Go figure. The three go together. Mm. Angie has a little over 9,000 words. Better though, my board of insanity is really helping me focus on what I want to write next to the chapter. Yay! I am so glad to hear that, Angie. So, what genre do you write, darling? Oh, speaking of books, hang on a second. Don't go. Yeah, talk amongst yourselves. Hang on. You all. Oh. Okay. I gotta find it. Okay. This book. Okay. Chastity Bolin is like one of my most favorite human beings on the planet. She really is. For lots of various different reasons. But if you want an example of fabulous freaking writing in a contemporary romance or Regency or whatever she writes, because she's just really, oh my God, so very good. Check out this book called Bennett. It's one of her contemporary romances. Oh my God, people. I didn't read any of it yesterday because I was busy writing and I was in, my happy place. Oh man, this is so good. This is so good. This is so good. It's like a modern day Hatfield and McCoy's. Oh, love. Oh, good, Angie. I do too. But she just loves this contemporary series of hers. It's like her most favorite, and it doesn't get the notice that it deserves. This whole series, Bourbon and Blood or something like that. Anyway, just my little tip. This one, Bennett, I believe, is free right now. Okay. I did have a bit of redo and decided to shorten the first book to a novella, and later I can use it for my giveaway. Not sure of genre, maybe sweet romance. Okay. So that would be contemporary. Usually your contemporary romance novels are around 70 to 80,000 words, right? So a novella would be anything over 25,000, I would think. Oh, I love her too. She's just awesome. But novellas, totally doable. Yeah, you just got to keep writing. You just got to write the books, girls. You just have to write the books. Don't worry about word count. Don't worry about the size of the book. Don't worry about any of that. Okay? Just write the book. Okay? Right? Just write the book. You can worry about word count. You can worry about shortening it or lengthening it later. Just get that first draft down. That's what's really, really important. Okay? Getting that first draft down. Because again, wow, this thing's going nuts. Sorry, just yeah, that's probably my biggest piece of advice is just write the damn book. Vicki Kelleher will tell you all a story about that. I'll let her tell her story. But yeah, just write the damn book. That's all you can do is just write. Don't worry about word count. Don't worry about page count. Don't worry about the type of font you're using. Don't worry about deadlines or anything else. None of that stuff matters with your first draft. None of it. None of it's important. That is what, when you focus on that stuff, when you focus on, oh, I want to make sure the font is pretty. Oh, I want to make sure this. Oh, I want to make sure that. Oh, I can't write the book until, I have a complete and firm grasp on, writing in Sanskrit or speaking Klingon, whatever, okay? That's called creatively avoiding your work. Creative avoidance, okay? I am the queen of creative avoidance, right? And have been for quite some time. It's like I will come in here, okay, I'm going to write today. Oh, wait, my desk is dirty. So the next thing I know, I've just spent the last 3.5, 4 hours cleaning my office when it really didn't need cleaned. I just needed to have my ass in the chair writing. But I couldn't. I had a block. Oh, I love Star Trek. I do. I love Star Trek. I actually have I love Klingons. I can't help it. I love science fiction. I do. It's probably something y'all didn't know about me. But anyway, all the other stuff is just noise. It's just noise, noise, noise. Noise. That's all it is. Don't listen to the noise. Listen to the muse. Oh, it was like $8 or $9 on Amazon, Diana. But yeah. Now I can read this stuff, but I can't pronounce it. What the hell was that? I don't know why my phone just all of a sudden started playing music. Oh yeah, I love Star Trek. I do. Oh, sweet Diana. That's wonderful. Anyway, don't let the noise get in the way. Don't worry about the dust on your desk. Unless you can write your name in it, and it could affect your allergies. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, ignore the noise. Just write the words. That's all you can do, girls. Seriously. That is all that matters, is getting those words down. Now, if you had the issues that I've had this has been going on for about 3 years. But it really seemed to get worse in the last 6 months. Really worse. Don't be afraid to talk to your doctor about it. Because it could be something, you might be thinking it's one thing when it's completely, totally something else, right? I really thought I just had depression. I really thought it was just depression, right? Just depression. It's just a little depression. But it wasn't until I talked to my doctor and actually did the tests that I realized, oh, it's way more than just depression. Okay. Put down the sketch pad and pick up the pen and write. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. But if the sketch pad gives you joy, then do that. Okay. But for those of us who are really struggling, the last 3 years have just been horrible. You are not the only ones. I tell you what, when COVID first hit, people, that first 6 months, that was the most I would go to the grocery store and that old saying that silence is deafening, that's what it was. The silence. It was a pall. Just the entire Kroger, it was like it was just draped in a heavy, wet wool blanket made of sorrow and fear and despair and confusion and whatever. And you could just feel it. It was palpable. And the last time I went in the store, I had to sit in the parking lot for like 10 or 15 minutes and just bawled my eyes out. I'm like, I can't do this anymore. And that's when I discovered Instacart. And that Kroger delivers. So it has been hard on everybody. Everybody, you are not alone. You are not the only artist, because musicians have said the same thing, artists. And I do consider us artists. We are writers. We are creative folks. When your soul experiences such a traumatic, and it was traumatic for the vast majority of people. When your soul experiences that traumatic event, it could trigger all sorts of other things that may have been dormant before. Okay? Now, over the years, I knew, there would be days when I'm like just a little down and just a little sad or whatever. Yes, authors paint with words. That's true. But COVID, I'm telling you, it threw me for a loop. There was another event, but we don't talk about that publicly. But COVID really, it was a soul crushing experience. And it has been really hard for me to climb back from that. So again, if that's how you feel, go talk to your doctor. Talk to your doctor. Talk to a best friend. Someone that you really, really trust. Someone who's not going to say, oh, just put on your big girl panties and move on. You know, there are times in your life when your big girl panties, the elastic has snapped and you got a big old hole on one side of your butt cheek. And the big girl panties just don't always work, right? There are times in your life when you can put on those big girl panties. Just tough it out and keep going. But there are times when it's just, when your soul, you just can't. You just can't. So that's why I strongly encourage you, if you're feeling like I felt, please go see your doctor. Talk to a professional. And if the doctor isn't listening and he tells you to put on your big girl panties, you go find yourself another doctor. I don't care about networks and all of that. Just go find somebody else. Someone told you that at some point they're no longer friends. Yeah. A true friend. Now, there are instances in life. Don't sweat the small stuff, basically. My dear friend Shelley, I love her to death. And she's called to vent before, and I just let her vent. Because that's really all she needs. And, but when she's, I'll ask her, is there anything else you want to discuss about this? Blah, blah, blah. No, I'm done. Do you want advice, or did you just want me to listen? I need advice. Well, here's my advice, honey. In the grand scheme of things, really, truly, is this as big as you think it is? Or is this tiny and you're making it bigger than what it is? And I always ask, is this a hill you're willing to die on? That's the marriage advice I give to all newlyweds. Choose which hills you're willing to die on. And if it's a hill that isn't worth dying on, like how many Christmas decorations you put up, or when do you put up the Christmas tree, or how to cook a turkey, or what's your favorite kind of spaghetti, or do you serve the spaghetti separate from the sauce, that type of thing, then it's not worth fighting over. Okay? So choose your hills, choose your battles. I love my psychiatrist. She is just absolutely, she's just drop dead gorgeous. Drop dead gorgeous. And I just love her to death. So anyway, but it is almost 8 o'clock. Oh, I had one doc tell me he knows my body more than I do. It was my first visit with him too. I said to him, have you been in my head body for 48 years? He shut up. I went to another doctor after that. Yeah. Some doctors have God complexes. And it's not just doctors, lawyers too, and all sorts of professions have that. But yeah. Don't be afraid to advocate for yourself. That's my advice. And learn, back to the whole topic for the evening, learn how to do those social media things, and don't worry about hiring a PA until you can afford to pay a PA. Okay? Now, some people will tell you, oh, you've got to hire a PA now to free you up so you can do nothing but write. Well, I don't know if they've looked at the recent economy lately, but even we have been scaling back. We're going to be eating a lot of peanut butter. And even that got expensive. Holy shit, have you seen the price of peanut butter lately? So, a lot of inexpensive meals. That's what we're doing. And that's okay. I'm not buying junk food because really, it's not good for you anyway. So, it's good to know yourself so you know if there are issues with your PA or if they are not doing what you want. Exactly, Aurora. That is exactly the point I was trying to make. And don't be afraid to fire somebody. Yeah. If you can't even afford an editor, the editor is the single most important thing you need in your life, right? That's item number one. Okay. But if you can't afford an editor, you find someone who you love and adore and whose opinion flipping matters to you, right? Like you would take their advice over anybody else's, and someone who knows what the hell they're doing. Maybe ask them to do it. Say, hey, if I take you out to lunch, can you edit my book for me? Or at least proof it. Just look for typos. Okay? And that's okay. That's what I did in the beginning of mine. I didn't have an editor. I didn't even have a final proofer. Anyway, but it is 8:01. I'm tired. It's been a long day. I love you all. And just remember, next week is going to be phenomenal. So make sure you bring your friends along, okay? I'm going to put the link up. Wow. I'm going to put the link up after this for next Wednesday night for the newsletter stuff. And then starting next year, holy crap. Ding, 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 ding. I'm sorry. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to take the watch off. So starting after the first of the year, I'm going to be having guest authors come on. We will have people like Allie Pleiter. I don't know if you all know her. If you don't, go look her books up at Amazon. She's freaking phenomenal. I love her to death. I don't know that we'll be meeting Friday or not, Aurora. At this point, I'm going to probably say no, because I'm probably going to be putting on my Christmas tree Friday. So just plan on next week for the newsletter. Yes, the Chunky Method. Oh, I love Allie Pleiter. But we're going to be having lots of different authors on. Ariel Burns is going to come on and talk to us about preparing ourselves mentally and getting out of that funk. Lots of author friends are going to be coming on next year. And it's going to be wonderful. So, anyway, may you all have a beautiful, warm, safe Thanksgiving tomorrow. And just know that I love you and I adore you. I think you all just phenomenal. And I appreciate you being here every week. It means the world to me. Just know that. Yeah. Just know I love you, and I think you're really special, and I really appreciate you being here. So be safe. Just be safe, and be warm, and be happy. And may your muse sing to you beautifully this week. Anyway, I love you all. I will talk to you. I will definitely see you on Wednesday night. Mwah!